You are tuned into F Your Life Radio Podcast. Your mom would not approve.
Oh, okay. Dude, I can't. Dude, no fucking way right now.
You're the fattest boy in camp.
Do you know what this is?
You know what the soy sauce special, right?
No, this is. Oh my god. We're beating this to death at this point. Yeah. This is the worst. Nobody wants to hear this, dude. Like, literally no one wants to hear this. We're beating this to death at this point. Like, I don't understand why this is still a thing.
Steve, this is you. For the listeners out there on F Your Life Radio,
Yeah.
EYL Radio.
Yeah.
This is Steve.
I mean, no, we definitely knew. Everybody definitely
so hard.
knew.
You were from the streets.
Well, yeah, I don't. This is wow. Okay.
You could tell by the look in my eyes.
Yeah. All that. Well, that shit was hot to me. What was that? Like 2005 or 2004 or something like that. I don't know. That shit was hot. Go fuck yourself, bro.
I didn't even know that was you.
That dude, yeah. I was tearing shit up back in the day, man. Yeah, all that shit. The full way, the right way. This is F Your Life Radio. Got the team with me.
Shout out.
Yeah. Fuck the beard is here. What's happening?
I want a soundboard of you saying it's murder.
Yeah, that was a really good impression of me too, by the way. I love that. No, that was well done, Krista Key. Yeah, no, that was really, really solid. Yeah, do that again. Do it again.
It's murder.
Yeah, no, you see, you have like a hint of a British accent there too. So it's like it's almost like he sounds like a Sherlock Holmes, like
Also,
fucking was like trying to
it's
rap.
really
And shit.
good. It's really good.
Yeah.
You like.
Well done. Fuck you. L Boogie is here. What's happening?
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Well, get up on that mic and say hello like
Hi.
you fucking mean it.
Hello.
I like that.
Repeated
well
offender.
done. Yeah. Soy Sauce Boss is here.
Fat kids who can't keep their piggy little snouts shut.
Yeah, we actually have a guest in the we have a live studio audience here. Run the Jewels is here. I don't mean the actual rap group, but that's what we're calling her.
Run the Jewels.
Yeah, man. They were just here actually last night. The actual rap group was here, so that's what made me think of that. She's looking like she might stab a motherfucker too.
Yep, pretty gangster.
So
J-Tub.
yeah, she's in the building. Shout out to the
My
live studio
fingers
audience.
hurt.
We are in a new studio this evening.
It's a whole new location.
The Soy Sauce Boss, of course, this is where we record at secret location. We were formerly at the Low Main Labs. Is that what we're calling this? Because you have moved.
Or is it going to be a new thing?
We should let it happen organically.
It's still the Low Main Labs. It
Is
just
it?
moved.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this motherfucker, dude. This is not the apartment of like a man in his 30s. Like, this is the apartment of like a 76-year-old named like Max.
You're too old for this shit.
Dude,
Talking about the
this
cupboard.
fucking guy has a spice cabinet.
That's normal.
And it's not normal.
You're the weirdo.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
He's got like a very organized pantry. There is supplies in there.
Steve, let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
We're almost 40. All right?
well.
We're, okay. Like, I'm 36.
Yeah.
I'm going to be 37 at the end of the year.
Okay.
It needs to be organized. It needs
No,
to be
dude.
the full
You don't need a
way,
fucking
the
spice
right
cabinet,
way.
bro.
The full way, the right fucking way.
You're the fattest boy in camp.
I want to tie this in and bring it all together.
Go for it.
This is where you were living back when you were recording. It's murder.
Yeah, I just want you to
song is
forever just talk in that voice from now on. Like, I just don't speak to me unless it's going to
Unless
be
you're gonna
in
speak
that
like that.
accent. I don't know what that is, but I'm into it though. It's very, very good. Well done. No, I actually used to live in these apartment complexes way back in the day, and it was like pure like Smuggler's Cove and shit. Like the fucking like they used to film cops here and shit. No, for real. Like it was really going down over here.
Yeah.
Like it was domestic violence all the fucking time. There was always like some sort of pit bull like running around like
pit bull.
Yeah.
Just on its own.
Yeah. No, it was definitely. Well, I think we could probably not do that anymore. Maybe we should just have the show that we plan out, right? But no, he does bring up Soy Sauce Boss does bring up an interesting point. Oh, now he wants to say something.
Well, no, I was playing that because you're hard. You know what I mean? You come from like the rough like streets, so like this is the perfect soundtrack.
Time memories of
Yeah.
childhood lost in my mind. Grew up fast with the gas.
I'm fucking hard.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
no
I
editing
thought that
today.
shit was hot back in the day. I thought that was. Turns out that's like a huge fucking embarrassment. It couldn't have been worse. Like looking back at it now, like listening to that, like
You're getting older now.
we are
why.
getting older. Do
We
you
all
want
look
to?
back and think like, why did I do that?
Yeah. You know, it's.
regular.
Like, and this was like before, because I know everybody's a rapper now and shit. Like everybody's got like a SoundCloud, but I feel like I was sort of a pioneer because I feel like I was a rapper before all these cats were like rapping and shit. I don't know.
You're the hipster of rappers.
In a weird murder. Do it again. Say murder again.
It's murder.
We are getting older. Do you guys want to hear some shit? Chris the Key, this may not affect you too much, but do you want to hear some shit? This L Boogie and Soy Sauce Boss, this may blow your mind. I was browsing the interwebs today. So we are in 2017. Do you want to hear some shit that's going to blow your fucking face off?
My fingers
So
hurt.
I have a list of songs that are turning 20 years old in 2017.
You're about to make me feel really old.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Mbop by Hanson is going to be 20 years old, which they always kind of bum me out. I'm a little bit upset because I made a prediction way back in the day. Because what was the drummer? He was like 7. And he had like millions of dollars for no reason. I desperately wanted him to get caught like in a hotel room with like a hooker and an 8-ball. And it never happened.
Are they still clean?
I have no idea. I don't even know what they're. Are they still a thing?
They do like religious rock.
They do.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
My fingers hurt.
So then definitely no hookers and no
but
8-balls,
so.
or lots of hookers and 8-balls on the low.
Extra.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they never got arrested, and I always wanted them to. It's very disappointing to me.
You're too old for this shit.
Everybody by the Backstreet Boys turns 20 years old in 2017.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. Fucking. I know.
Backstreet Boys.
20 years old, man. That shit's fucking. And I remember when that shit was like really, really popping. Like that was getting regular ass airplay and shit.
So all those dudes are in their 40s now?
They have
They're
to be, yeah.
older than that, probably.
Some of them are probably like a little older than me.
Yeah.
I don't know, because they were like super young.
Well, I didn't like the Backstreet Boys. I liked NSYNC.
Oh, or is that? Oh, because that was a vibe. What was the other guy? What was the one with the guy who was married to Jessica Simpson? What shitty band was that?
98 Degrees.
98 Degrees.
Yeah, they were all in the same time.
Yeah. That's when that whole like boy band vibe. Can you imagine like we've come so far like that was a thing. Like, can you imagine that being a thing now?
You're
Never.
the fattest boy in camp.
Like, that would never be a thing in
No, it still is in other countries.
Right.
But not here.
What, they're super popping in like Bangladesh right now?
What?
Like Backstreet Boys
They
and shit.
did like another tour later on. Like.
Oh,
when
what, they
were,
sold?
like,
They're
older.
selling out arenas in Sri Lanka?
They probably
I
still
have no
could
idea.
sell out. I mean, all the fans from back in the day are going to try to relive that.
That are like
experience.
my age now?
I'd go see NSYNC.
Totally.
100%, I'd go.
Don't they have who has a Vegas act? Like, weren't they reduced to doing like a Las Vegas act? Like, aren't they like lounge singers now and shit?
No, it's
Doesn't
just
Justin
like
Timberlake still make music?
Justin Timberlake is famous, and the rest of them.
No, he's
just,
mega famous.
Yeah.
Like, he's still relevant.
He broke out of the whole.
Yeah,
boy
but
Yeah.
the rest of them are just like they're like dads
Right.
and like other stuff.
Yeah, overweight and shit. Well, they're getting older.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They're old.
So
You're too
Biggie
old for
Smalls,
this
Notorious
shit.
B.I.G. That will be 20 years in March. That he's been dead. That's kind of crazy. That song Hypnotize will be 20 years old. That's fucking crazy. I was reading all these things, and it just was making me feel so unbelievably fucking
It's
old.
a splash of cold water. It's
I
so
know.
Really
I hate
fucking
you right
is,
now.
dude. Like Father
fine, I'm
Time is a motherfuck.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
And it's become more and more apparent because now I'm 35 years old. I just turned 35 a few weeks ago, and it's become more and more apparent, especially since I've been in my 30s and shit, of just how like older I'm actually getting and shit. It's sort of.
Yeah.
It's very sobering,
Yeah.
to say the least. You're a little bit younger than us, Chris the cunt, but you get it though.
I'm going through the mental getting older. I feel
Yeah.
like it starts with mentally you start
Yeah.
getting older, and then physically you start
Yeah.
feeling it.
Yeah.
It comes behind it.
Dude, I make noises now. Like when I get up
All the time.
from the couch, or just like there's like these noises that happen. I'm like, holy shit, was that me?
Yeah.
Like fucking like wait a
putting
minute.
on your socks.
Yeah, no, like it's simple ass shit. Like I just earlier to get sit where we are now, I had to get off the couch, and that was like a process.
Yeah.
It was like a whole thing.
Yeah,
going
like
on
get
there.
up out of bed and turn the corner in the morning.
Yeah.
All kinds of cracks.
You're too
there's
old
like
for
all
this
All million
shit.
cracks.
But I actually make like physical noises like with my mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
you don't
grunting.
mean to.
Like
It's just
old man
unconscious.
grunts.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm not
it's
that
fucking
far
crazy.
yet. I'm not that far.
My
Dude, I don't know, man.
fingers hurt.
It's my fingers.
My fingers hurt.
Oh my God. There's little things that happen to you that happen to you when as you're getting older. Like now, like I'm legitimately stoked on health insurance.
I'm fine.
Like
Absolutely.
like that's a real fucking thing where it's like maybe 10 years ago I didn't even like give a I didn't even know like what a doctor
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Now I'm like going to the doctor like multiple times a year. Like I gotta get dude, I'm literally to a
Gotta
point
get
now.
these moles checked out.
Yo,
Gotta-
straight up. I'm at this age. I don't know if I need to do it right now, but like I'm at this age now where like I'm gonna have to get like finger banged. Like,
Oh, the butt
Yeah,
finger?
I have-
yeah.
You know
I
where
have
the
the
weight room
mammogram.
is?
The mammogram.
You have that
time.
when?
Tomorrow.
You know where the weight room is?
Swish it. You know. Yeah, I have to.
So now I'm like actually like for my job and shit, which I do have like a very nice health insurance package. I'd like to say, shout out. God, I see that just bummed me out just saying that.
So now you're gonna go and let the doctor stick his finger in your
Well, no, is that time? Because when do I have to do that? Like soon?
I think you're supposed to start doing it in your 30s, but it's like required after 35. Like 35 and on is like where you have to start getting that, because that's how it is for mammograms. Like in your 30s, you should probably do it, but by the time you're 35, you should be doing it regularly.
So you're already past due.
I'm
for
a little
finger
bit
banging.
resistant, not to the finger banging per se. I mean, I
Sure,
am
that's not
like,
why.
but like, I just this whole like, I'm trying to do it gracefully, like get older and shit. But because what I'm not going to do is be one of those like creepy older dudes. It's like at the bar and she's like, oh yeah, we lit out here. Like I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah, I'm
like
glad
do
Freshly
that.
You're
dyed
not gonna
hair,
do
like you
that.
can see it.
Yeah, no,
just nice
and I'm
and
not gonna like like try to like keep up with like the trends. I mean I'm on the internet, so the trends are in your face and shit
Yeah.
like that. But like that's not something that I'm going to apply to like my regular ass life and shit. Like I'm gonna try to do it gracefully.
It's funny
They
you
say
bring up-
generally, sorry to cut you off. They say generally it's recommended you be around 50, I guess.
Oh,
so
really?
You got a while.
Oh, I'm mellow.
Digital rectal, they're
Right.
saying. It's some sort of digital rectal exam.
Oh, so if I want to get finger banged, it just has to be like willingly by like a female caller.
Right.
Okay.
It's all digital.
What a bunch of garbage
Why?
that you guys don't have to do. I thought it was like the same time.
Right.
Like I thought you start doing it when we start doing it, but you guys don't have to do it until you're 50.
At what
That's
point am I going to
garbage.
need Viagra?
I mean,
Like when is
depends
that?
on you, I'm
'Cause,
sure.
well, I'm still vibing out here. Like there's definitely not. But I'm saying like at some point that's going to start failing.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You
don't
know?
know. Probably midlife, like maybe 40s or something.
You
I
probably
don't know.
can't get that answer from any guy because nobody wants to
They're
like
not gonna
admit.
say
I've
Yeah.
taken
Yeah.
I've taken dick
Say.
pills before, like recreationally.
Yeah, for fun.
I've taken
Oh, yeah,
Viagra
yeah.
just like just for some like on
Yes,
some
I've
whatever shit.
participated in that. I fucking took Viagra one time. Just to see.
You ingested it?
Yeah.
What did it do to you?
It just
did it give
makes-
you like a lady boner?
It makes everything down there feel swollen. and
Really?
extra sensitive.
Did you have like a higher sex drive, or was it just like
Well, I allegedly took it with other things.
yeah?
My fingers hurt.
So
That's what I did. One time I had done so much blow, allegedly, that this is actually the
And
first
you
time.
took the Viagra?
Well, no, here's the thing. This looking back in hindsight, I probably should have died. But whatever, it's fine. I'm
Isn't
here.
that how
I've been
Lamar
here,
Odom
so
went
that's
out?
cool.
Like he took a bunch of coke and Viagra?
Yeah, he took he had like a whole like thing going on. There was a whole fucking
There was way
situation
more than
there.
that.
I think it was that though.
It was that combination.
So this was actually I'm combining a couple stories. The first time I took Viagra with the first time I ever smoked crack.
Whoa.
Fucking well, no, allegedly. I had done so much blow, and that I physically like I think I had deviated my septum and shit. Like I physically could not do any more, allegedly. And so I was with this chick. And we were in this like really shady hotel room and shit. And she was like the MacGyver of drugs and shit. She cooked some crack up like just on the spot. She had like a light bulb and shit. There was like a whole situation going on.
What the fuck?
I swear to God, it was the most insane. Allegedly, thank you. Shout out to the allegedly witch.
Make crack like this.
Yeah. So no, dude, she was like a mobile service. Like, come think of it, like that. Like, could have been like, where's the mobile crack like makers? You know what I mean? Like, we'll come to you and shit.
and we'll just whip it up once we get there.
Yeah.
I feel like it seems a little safer.
She did this like right in front of me. So then the problem too was I had smoked crack, and I could not get. And she was really hot. Well, I thought she was hot. She probably wasn't, but
You were on crack. She
Yeah.
wasn't hot,
She
dude.
probably wasn't.
but I like could not get my dick hard. But I had this Viagra and shit. So
you
then
took the
it
Viagra.
turned into like this whole marathon. It was a whole
Oh,
thing.
God.
But
I'm fine.
anyway, so we. But anyways, I couldn't. Speaking of getting older, I could not picture doing that.
No,
like
not
now.
at all.
Like
No.
any drugs, absolutely not.
The hangover alone would stop you. Like just thinking about how the recovery time on that is stupid.
Well, that's another thing I hate about Father Time is that now I get the 2-day hangovers and shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure, like Krista Key, you can probably you get these even in your late 20s. You probably get these.
No,
joints.
absolutely.
Where it's like now I need like 3 to 5 business days to actually be okay
For real.
again and shit.
Before you're normal again.
Right.
Because the first day is just sleeping.
It's just
like you just have
you're
to
physically
sleep.
tired.
Period. You're just
Your
exhausted.
body is
Sleep.
And the
fucking
second
done.
day, you're mentally out of it. You're
Yeah.
slow. You know what I mean?
But that
The
never
fattest
happened to
boy
me
in
back in the
camp.
day.
No.
Like that's something that I've only had to deal with since
No.
I've been in my 30s
Yeah.
and shit. And it's like sometimes I remember, like my last girlfriend and shit. She was a little bit younger than me, and she was in her 20s. I'd be like, oh, I can totally hang with these fucking lunatics. Okay, no. Turns out not at all.
Turns
it was
out
fucking
not quite.
No, because they would be like ready to. I remember going through this too. Like I would fucking pull all nighter, get all sorts of wasted, take like a half-hour nap, and then like go to work. And then
or like sleep for 2 hours and then go to work and then party again
that night.
Yeah,
when you got off work.
Yeah,
not in a million fucking years right now.
You know where the weight room is?
No,
I like close. Now. Like I want to like I need to go to bed at like a reasonable hour.
Yeah,
and like. I don't know, watch some HGTV and shit. I don't
now
know.
You won't even drink before you got to go to work, like the day before?
No
alcohol.
Sometimes I do, but that's like...
If you work late.
If I work super late, but if I know I have to work the next day, like that's how...
No.
But see, and I know...
I still do, but I pay for it.
See, exactly.
75% of the time.
That's what I'm saying. Do you have any friends that are in their 20s and shit where you can like hang out with them? And then so you're like, oh, it's like that classic meme where it's like, oh, like I can hang out with these like...
And then you do, and you're like... Oh, God, no, I can't.
Yeah, not at all. No,
I'm fine.
Stupid crazy. Another thing I've noticed, too, is like my metabolism as like getting old. Like that's like a motherfuck in itself.
That's the main thing I've been noticing for myself.
Well, because I'm on this like, I need to lose weight. I'm the heaviest I've ever been, by the way. Shout out to me. I just fucking...
Shout out to Chubby.
Health is wealth.
Do you want to go on the record and say how much you weigh?
No, it doesn't matter. I'm the heaviest I've ever been. I'm like, I weighed myself the other day, like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like 270 something pounds.
You're the fattest
but
boy
I'm
in
also
camp.
like 6'5", 6'6". Like I'm I carry it sort of well, but I'm definitely overweight and shit. I'm a lot of meat and cheese right now. Straight up, man. Straight
a lot
up,
of meat and cheese.
dude. Yeah. So I'm on this. So
You're the fattest boy
I'm on this
in
like
camp.
low carb like diet thing right now. I've been doing this low carb diet. I swear to God, you want to hear something fucking embarrassing? The other day, I ate a gluten-free pizza, and I needed a fucking ambulance. I felt like I was gonna fucking die and shit. Like a little part of me, my soul, like left and shit, dude. And here's the thing: I'm doing this because the weight is gonna already be hard to like come off. I need to drop like a hot 30, and I will be back into beast mode and shit. Yeah. Allegedly, that's how I feel. But
you're the fattest boy in camp.
So I'm on this like low carb thing, and I need to start going to what's it called? What do they have? The places with the exercise stuff?
The gym.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The gym.
I did.
You know where the weight room is?
I know,
It was
man.
the new year,
I
new
fucking I know it was New Year, new me. But now I like legitimately because I actually went to the doctor as part of my my regularly scheduled
And they
like
said
thing.
you need to go to the gym.
Like,
You know
dude,
where
you
the
need to
weight
like
room is?
because I'm heavy, dude. I'm heavy cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I drink. Allegedly, quite a bit.
Sailor Red Bull.
Yeah, a lot of Sailor in the bowl.
I'm fine.
For sure.
I'm fine.
Well, a lot of Red Bull in the bowl,
There's
too.
Red
the Red
bad
Bulls
for your heart.
No, totally. Okay, take a look at me. Do I look like honestly? Like you can just look at me. I do not look like I. When last time I gave a fuck? Do you think? Just guess. Just about like my
When's the
physical
last
appearance and shit.
time?
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You know where the weight
like
room
2
is?
presidential administrations and shit. Get the entire fuck out of here. No way. I don't like. But anyway, I'm doing it now. Like now, I'm like paying attention to what I eat and shit. But the weight is so much harder to come off. If I were to have done what I'm doing now, 5, even 10 years ago, or whatever, I would have already dropped like 45 pounds.
Yeah,
and
when
shit.
I was in my 20s, if I didn't eat for a week, I'd be like 15 pounds gone. Like,
Right.
I'm so skinny.
Yeah.
Now
you can't
I
do
don't
that now.
eat for a month and I gain a pound.
Your
Like,
metabolism
literally
slows
happened.
down.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
You're too old for this shit.
So
When you're
there's
smoking cigarettes, if you quit, your metabolism's going to slow down.
slow down.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then what the fuck is the motivation to quit then?
To not
My
die of like
fingers
cancer.
hurt.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to get some kind of cancer.
Yeah.
Whether it's smoking or eating shit
Cancer of
or
the
whatever.
asshole from eating shit.
You know where
Right.
the weight room
Whatever,
is?
something.
Well, here's another thing I'm worried about too about quitting smoking because all right, it's not going to get any easier for me to quit smoking, and the only way is just cold turkey because I'm not going to be one of those like vape assholes and shit.
No,
like
no,
I
don't.
fucking refuse.
Don't vape.
Yeah.
I absolutely will not.
cheesy as hell.
It's
So
the new
corny.
tribal armband.
Yeah.
Like
We
real
get it.
fucking talk,
We get
man.
it.
That shit is unbelievable. And I see these cats on Snapchat and shit, like fucking clouds and shit, bro. I'm like, dude,
No.
you are the biggest D-bag I've ever seen.
So terrible.
You could have the
They have-
manliest looking guy like a biker pull out a fucking vape pen. You'd be like, dude.
Okay, no credibility. All credibility lost.
You're
They
too old
have
for
the
this shit.
vape smoke blowing Olympic thingy.
Vape Fest or Vape-toberfest.
Yeah,
Shut the
name.
fuck up.
Yeah,
It's a real thing.
we need to go to a vape convention when they're in town. Steve, no, we need to get a video of Steve at a fucking vape convention.
I don't know if that'd be a
What-
good idea because then it would be
somebody
like,
suggested that.
well, because then it would be like, well, today in Phoenix, a 35-year-old man murdered 40 people at a vape fest. Fucking,
I'm fine.
it was. I don't know if I could literally like handle
40.
that.
You're too old for this
But
shit.
I don't know, man. I am. I am too old for the vape
Yeah.
thing too. I think cold turkey is just like the way it's
That's
got to
gonna be
be.
different.
But here's the thing:
I don't
like
want to be around you when you do that.
when I quit smoking cigarettes,
Yeah,
because I'm already an asshole as
You're
it
going to
is.
be mad at the whole
Yeah.
entire world.
You're gonna have to. Actually, that would help the show. Now that I think about it,
It might be
Why?
funnier.
just because you'd be so fucking pissed, like more than you would normally be pissed.
See, that's another thing too. Like, why does everybody get such a kick out of my fucking misery? Like,
Because
people will come up to me
All they ever
and be
wanted
like,
was
"Dude, you're
peace
so
of mind.
funny when you're." See, here we go.
Leave it nine.
Fucking the soy sauce asshole. Fucking dude, I just don't understand. And people will see. I'm like flustered right now. Like now, I like blacked out and forgot we were like doing like a radio show right now and shit. Like I want to fucking stomp this whole place out and shit. Fucking
Fat kids.
But I'm worried about like when I quit smoking, like because then you have to fill that void. And I have a feeling it's gonna be with like
Most people fill it with food,
low carb, like
snacking.
gluten free pizzas and shit. And fucking
Low carb.
You know where the weight room is?
man, there's so many different things that happen though when you're getting older and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, like even in the dating world, I think I mentioned this before, but like there's a stat that I read. Some fucking asshole shared this article on Facebook recently, where it's like if you're 27 years old or older, and you haven't been married or you don't have any children, the probability of you becoming a step parent increases fucking like astronomically, like over 100%.
Yeah.
Shit.
Too old for
But
this
it is
shit.
true because at that age, you're dealing with seasoned people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To say,
I'm fine.
well,
I started. I went official with my girl.
Your
right,
step the key.
right after I turned 27. I'm not making that up.
Oh my God. That's so
Right after that.
funny.
Yeah,
so you are like the statistic.
I'm
Yeah.
that. That's why I say it's true. I've seen it.
So you've been forced to like grow up even more so than me.
It makes you if there's kids around.
Right. Because I still eat Hot Pockets and shit. He stepped the dad.
Dad.
Because now instead of like, are you going to PTA meetings like full scale and shit?
I've gone to a couple.
Shut the fuck
It's
up
fucking-
right now. Do you have a spice cabinet?
Dude.
Fucking.
Do you have a spice?
No, I got a fucking wine cabinet, dude.
You have a spice cabinet?
You have those when you have kids around. You have to have wine too.
Right. What are
very
some
funny
things
time.
that like you're going through now? Like being, because essentially you are
Where
step
I
the
feel
dad.
like I'm the dad.
Yeah, or that you're like getting older and shit, and you're like actually like having to like.
I had a moment the first time where I felt like, okay, I'm officially an adult.
Yeah.
When I had to tell the youngest one to stop playing with his dick in public.
Oh,
My
that's a good.
fingers
And in that
hurt.
moment, I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm the party police. Like I'm on the other end of this here because I remember always getting in trouble.
Right.
I
Well, for
wouldn't-
playing with your dick in
Oh, yeah.
public.
Well, no, not in public, but like I wouldn't
Allegedly?
think no one was there. You know, like I just do
Oh.
my thing and.
You kind of do your thing.
Yeah, and then I just like,
How
what are
old
you
is he?
doing? Like, you know how you master the quickly putting your dick away in your pants? Like, if you're in
Yeah.
your room as a
Yeah.
kid, it's like,
Sure.
wow, it's like the quick
My
draw.
fingers
Dude,
hurt.
I'm the master of that.
It's,
I
it's
had to.
the reverse quick draw. It's the quick like tuck.
Yeah, the
It's
quick tuck.
Just and it's tuck. And you're like, what?
You know
No, I
where the
wasn't
weight
doing
room
anything.
is?
Right. How old is Lil Man?
Now he's 6.
And so he's already
No,
like
he
wiener
started tugging
playing.
at 4.
Oh, my man.
Yeah.
See, you're grooming a champion. Yeah, you are.
My fingers hurt.
Absolutely. Well, so what are some other things you've had to deal with, especially as like a step parent and shit?
I'm basically going through, like, you've seen Billy Madison, right? Where he
Yeah.
has to go back and do all the grades.
Right. You know
where the
When
weight
you're a
room is?
parent and you're helping the kids with their homework, you're basically the like elongated version of Billy Madison because now you're going back through and doing all the homework all over again,
That sounds
helping
terrible.
them because you're the teacher. So right now I'm in 3rd grade and 1st grade as well. At the same time.
Dude, that's one thing. I don't know if I could ever have children because I would never be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so far removed from that. I mean, even the most simple shit, I don't think I could, like, do.
Yeah, I'd be like, do your own homework. I can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're
El
too
Boogie.
old for this shit.
So, like, you're single-ish, or you've got, like, the decade thing going on. So now that because we're all part of the getting older crew, the GOC, as I like to say it.
Older crew. GOC online.
Yeah, GOC gang. So in the dating world,
Yeah.
right? Would you say that you look at shit differently? Like now, if a motherfucker like sells weed,
100%.
like you're like, oh, like maybe I'm not
Absolutely.
gonna fuck with you on a serious
like,
level.
Or like you work at Denny's, like you're a waiter at Denny's. Like, get out of
tough
here.
crowd.
Get out of here with
Job's
that.
a job, bro.
No, you're
That is
Trying to get by.
Yeah, it's a cold hard fact though, because I don't know what. Okay, with like a retirement plan from like somebody, a potential like if you're going to date somebody,
Yeah.
if they had like a 401k, would that matter?
That is, yeah.
See, you're
I'd be
old as fuck,
you
bro.
Care. You care
Yeah,
about
that's
your
what I'm saying. These are
future.
things that you like are thinking about now.
I would have never even thought about that in my
Ever.
20s whatsoever. Like, it would have never crossed my mind.
You're
Not
the
for
fattest
one
boy
single
in
second.
camp.
What's the gnarliest job a dude had that you fuck with like back in the day? Until think about like now, you would just never ever even delve into that realm.
Probably like drug dealers.
Right.
Like
Like
there's more
hardcore
than one.
type shit?
Yeah.
There's no 401k with that.
No.
unfortunately.
There's just a don't
I've looked
die.
into it.
There's
Yeah.
just try not to die every day.
Yeah.
When you're young, it's like, ooh, he's bad. And then now as an adult, it's like, dude, that guy's
That
fucking
was the
bad.
stupidest thing ever. Like, our house was allegedly like a high-end pawn shop.
Right.
Like, just closets full of...
Oh, you have all
just
sorts of
barter.
collateral and
It's
shit.
a whole barter system.
Yeah.
like just crazy shit, like just coming in and out. And now when I think about that, I'm like, I could have been killed like every day of my life,
Yeah.
or like just been arrested and in jail
Oh, yeah.
forever.
Right.
Like, that's what the fuck. I would never.
Do you
I
go to
would
bed
never
at like a
even-
reasonable hour now?
Yeah, I go like I get the. Old
Do you ever trip
lady-
off that?
No, I love sleeping, so
Right.
it's fine. Now I have an excuse,
Right.
like to be asleep all the time.
Yeah.
But no, I get the old lady yawns at 9 o'clock. I always
Dude,
know
people
it's 9
always-
o'clock. No matter what's going on, I'll be out at the club with my friends and be like, it's 9 o'clock.
Past my bedtime.
I want to get in bed soon now.
It's funny, man. I don't know. I like, so this whole thing has been going through my mind, especially recently. Like I said, the last few years or whatever, where it's just like I don't even know, like
Dude, people always die out here, bro.
exactly. That's the whole thing. Because I am at the end of the day, like I didn't give a fuck, about dying or living, or it was not that I didn't give a fuck. It was. It wasn't something that I thought about.
Dying or
Right.
living.
Right. It's just not something that I like thought about. I
weren't
lived how
thinking
I
about the
lived.
future
No,
whatsoever.
long term at all.
At all.
And now it's just like all I think about and
Yeah.
shit. Because
I'm
now
fine,
I'm like
I'm fine.
constantly adjusting my 401k and shit. Like it's like holy shit, what the fuck happened to me, dude? I used to like, you know what I mean? Like take ecstasy and acid at the same time, and then like watch fucking Stormtroopers or something like that. Like it's
Also,
fucking.
at some point, you don't realize it, but you just realize you're not invincible anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know when it happens. Just one day you wake up and it's like, oh, shit, I'm not.
You
do
realize,
it.
like, your mortality. You're like, I am gonna die someday.
Yeah,
Like, at
swear
some
to
point,
God.
I
It
am
just
gonna
happens
actual
at some
die.
point.
Like, and I can't avoid it. It's not anything.
Yeah.
So I have to like plan for between now and then.
Yeah. Well, it goes back. I swear something happened when I don't know if it was when I turned 30 specifically, but like a couple years after that where I would like do shit that I would normally do in my 20s, and I would be like, okay, well, fuck, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like I would you know what I mean? It was a whole like I said, that goes back to like the 2-day hangovers
Yeah.
and shit. Or just like doing, allegedly doing okay, New Year's Eve this past year, classic example. I thought I was like, fucking Chris Breezy and shit, and I allegedly took some Molly, super allegedly.
I'm fine,
and then
I'm
the
fine.
next day, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like I was a complete zombie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was
I
unbelievable.
got up, went home, and slept for that entire day.
Right.
Like all of it, just slept.
But
Like,
I don't even
couldn't
know
do
like when
anything.
that fucking happened because it's just
For me, it was like it didn't happen until like after I was 30, like 31, 32
Right.
is when I really started to notice it. And now it's like I already know it's a given, but
Right.
like it was occasionally in my early 30s and then just kind of bled into all the time.
Dude, people always die out here, bro.
I think going back to the dating thing, though, I am now comfortable with the fact that like I'm probably like going to be a step parent because it's hard to find somebody, especially my
Yeah.
age. Like they're like okay, there's people like you're sort of the unicorn
Yeah.
in this situation.
Yep.
You don't have any children, you've never been
Right.
married.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's going to be harder to find that. So it's like, especially like if in the limited experience I had on like some of these like dating sites and shit like that, like they've all got kids,
kid,
like
or two kids, or three kids.
And I will go along with you. I know that you said like what kind of job a motherfucker has, like definitely like play. I'm not on it completely like that because I do see what you're saying because it does. If you want to have like a legitimate
Right.
future with somebody, that's
Yeah.
going to like
They have to have like plans for their future.
yeah,
too. They have
but
to care.
so I feel that because I would say and this is gonna sound fucked up. But like I am checking what kind of like job like a chick has and shit. Like,
you
not,
should.
I'm not really like it's not going to be a complete deal breaker. It's case by case basis.
Well, too, and the thing of it is if like a girl is like a 24-year-old go-go dancer,
right?
What do you actually have in common with her now?
Not one thing.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, that's
You're too old for this shit.
Exactly. So here's the thing. I don't have like a cutoff like age per se, but I will say this: like for some, I feel I would not be able to date a 24-year-old girl.
No,
where there's nothing that we're gonna have in common other than purely physical, and that could be cool. Like whatever. Like I'll NBA jam you. But
you couldn't bring them around your friends.
No.
There's no way you could bring a 24-year-old girl to the table here.
The only way you would explain
dude,
it
you're
is
fucking
we're
dirt.
just fucking.
Like that it would just be like, unless she was like extra fucking hot, you guys would be like, oh,
but still,
okay.
we'd
Even
have
then,
to
your
put up,
friends would be like, "Why though?"
Right.
Like
every time she talks, it's just like, dude, you're letting her continue to talk, dude. Like, shut that up.
Well, now it's to the point too. Like I'm old to the point where it's like I see people like that are 23 as like infants. Like how do you tie your shoes and feed yourself?
Yes.
And shit. Like and you're 23. Like and so now when I was 23, if somebody was 35 and like dude, they're old as fuck.
They're old. I couldn't even imagine being 36 when I was 23. Like I thought my whole life was going to be figured out at some point along those lines.
Right.
I was gonna, and I was like, that's so old. Like that's so old.
But now I'm here and I don't feel that old.
No.
Until I try to do Molly on New Year's Eve and shit, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm definitely kind of old and shit.
Like that cunt-hole Steve.
Allegedly.
Yep.
But so I don't know, man. It's fucking. But I am comfortable with the fact that like if I would have to be like potentially like doing like the whole like stepdaddy thing, but like I don't know if I would be a good candidate for that. Me specifically, I don't know. Like
I thought the same thing about myself, but you just kind of.
You just figure it out.
You just fall in line.
Yeah.
You figure it out.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've always made a joke, but like been semi-serious that I would eventually be someone's stepmom. Because I didn't want kids, and I just figured, that would be the natural progression. If I don't want them, somebody else will probably have them. So
there's certain things that haven't changed though. Like I still listen to the same music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still vibe out to that and shit. But some people definitely that changes for them. Like their whole mentality like changes. Chris the Key, wouldn't you say that you're the type of music that you listen to is like maybe swayed a little bit, and not for better or worse. It's different. Your mental is different. Yeah. What do you listen to now?
At this point, I'm like weird like punk rock and like classic rock.
Break out that inner caucasoid. I like that.
No, I've been getting in touch with my roots.
Yeah.
But I went through like in the early mid 20s, it was all like electronic music because it's like Molly and strip clubs and fucking party. Yeah. And it's just all like Dead Mouse and fucking what I mean? It's like Pac-Man.
Can you listen to that shit sober?
No.
Yeah.
Well, if you're like at the gym, I guess. Like if you're really trying to get that extra mile on the treadmill.
Up, but not.
I don't know. Like there's little things too. There's daily reminders. I had to explain to this little fuck boy at my job what a AOL chat room was. I had to like explain to him what it was and shit. He didn't even know. Dude, here, you want to hear fucking old as fuck? Soy sauce. This is gonna make you feel old as fuck. You brought this up today. Somebody born in 2001 is operating a motor vehicle right now.
Yeah. Well, they can technically start driving at 15. You know what I mean?
Oh, with like your permit and shit. Yeah. So 2002 then.
So they could be 2002. They could be on the fucking road right now, driving some big SUV their parents are letting them use.
Fuck that noise, Jack.
With like the ear, or driving in the shitty car with the earbuds in where they can't hear anything because they're listening to a fucking iPod while they're driving.
Who's Jack? You said fuck that, Jack.
Yeah, that was
Jack Sauce Boss.
Thank you, Soy Sauce Boss. Shout out to the man. Yeah, all that shit.
Like that cunt-hole Steve.
Anyways, man, it's sort of depressing. I want to fucking get off it now, but like, but all right, we're gonna keep it moving. We got, do you have Dick Pic Diaries for us?
Yeah, and it falls in line with
what we're doing right now. Okay, here's a new fan favorite of the segment of the show. This is, I like what you're doing with this, by the way, L Boogie. I do, and the streets are abuzz with it right now.
The streets are abuzz.
That's it. So now, without further ado, here is Dick Pic Diaries with L Boogie. We're going to
we're gonna keep talking.
We're gonna keep talking.
Soy Sauce is not ready.
No, he's ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Hit it.
Dick Pic Diaries with L Boogie. L Boogie on EYL Radio.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm mad.
L Boogie, tell us why you're mad.
I'm mad because little hot boys call me ma'am now. Ma'am. I hate it. It's the worst. The other day, I don't remember where I was, but it was the grocery store. And the clerk was kind of cute. I mean, I knew he was young. Like, I knew he was much younger than me. I mean, like, and is probably like 24 or 25. But I was looking stylish and young and
you were
cute.
stunning.
And like, like not anything like old grandma-y. I wasn't buying like Metamucil or Depends. Like, it wasn't. I was buying like some beer and like a microwave meal and a bottle of Pellegrino. Hey, you know? And he goes, "Okay, ma'am, is there anything else for you?" And it wasn't like he said "ma'am" because he had to say "ma'am." Like, it was like he chose.
You were
ma'am.
a ma'am in his eyes.
He chose ma'am.
He mammed you.
Like, and then I
got mammogrammed
about it.
I'm fine.
And it's that's not the only time that's happened. Like, I started thinking back and I'm like, I've noticed other younger people like choose ma'am. Like, most people who aren't dicks choose miss.
I say miss. It doesn't matter how old they are at my job because people do get bummed out by ma'am, like legitimately.
Yeah, I hate it.
Doesn't matter if they're an octogenarian shit. Like, they're gonna get fucking bummed out.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
No, it was horrible. But that was the icing on the cake this week that made me super pissed. And I wanted to punch him. Like, I swear to God, I imagined in my mind just like throat punching him. I was like, have a nice day.
So,
like, mad.
Message, like, let's be clear. If you work in the service industry or retail,
choose miss.
Let's go with miss.
Even if she's 85 years old, pick miss. Just pick it. Even if she's
old. But what
old,
if their miss is, and then they got all fucking Mrs. her?
Dude, I was just going to say that.
Because that happens. I'm a Mrs. It's like, whoa, fucking Jesus. Like, what do you want?
No. Let me tell you something. Like 2 years ago at my job, this was back in the Bay Area and shit, I said miss to this lady, and she fucking sticks her finger out at me with the big-ass rock. She's like, I earned the right to not be called miss. And I was like, okay, well, fucking die. How about that, miss?
Like, sorry I even tried to be fucking nice.
Cool ring, miss.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you really should have shit on her, with the ma'am. It's terrible. I hate it. But he was really cute, and it made me like feel sad.
I'm fine.
Old inside.
You should have like tried to pop at him and be like, oh, I'll show you my ma'am.
Yeah. Like, he would probably be thinking in his mind, like, she's like 100.
Oh my God.
I can see wrinkles. Like, something like that. He had the little fuckboy haircut.
Oh, the fuckboy
I bet if I would have
fade.
looked, he was probably like wearing Vans.
Yeah.
Behind the.
For sure. And he had some EDM in his whip. For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep, for sure.
He was getting Skrillex was like playing in his Honda.
Yeah. Like, he's going to the Diplo party.
For sure. He's at the pool party.
At the Diplo pool party and shit.
Yeah. So don't do
I
that.
feel you. I feel your pain. So don't do that.
Yeah.
Let's stick with miss.
Stick with miss.
All right.
It's safer.
I like that. All right, Chris the cunt. Fuck the cunt. Cunt the clump. You got some news for us? Because I want to know what's going on out there in the world.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cunt the Cunt. All right, so anyway, first story. Teen spared jail so he can club baby seals.
What? Why?
Like that cutthole, Steve.
Gang.
So in Worcester, in the UK, this dude got in trouble breaking into a house, trying to steal stuff.
Okay.
And so they let him off with community service. And his community service is he's got a job basically clubbing baby seals in Norway.
But why?
Why? Why do you have to club them?
Well, because they have to keep the populations under
Oh.
So they go. So somebody has to go and kill the seals. So he's going around clubbing baby seals.
Is there not a better way to do that in 2017?
Like
Can
more
we
humane?
sterilize some
We'd
of
like
them?
snipe them.
Like,
I don't know. Yeah.
Like we do the dogs and cats, right?
My fingers hurt.
Spayed and
What are you gonna-
neuters.
you gonna
Get
go-
your
That's so
seals,
personal.
spayed and neuters. Why
It's
do you have
very
to kill
primitive.
their babies?
Well, no matter how you look at it, you're murdering their children. Like
I
what-
know we're focused on the wrong part of the story here, but it's so bad.
Well, what would
I
you
can't
suggest?
take it.
like get it with the tranquilizer dart kind of thing?
Yeah.
You
That's
got
what
a
I'm
fucking
saying, like-
dart in your neck.
No, dart the moms and sterilize them so they can't have any more babies.
Yeah, but what do you do about all the babies that are out right now?
Gosh,
let them
just
grow
let
up
them
and
go, and then we'll work on sterilize those babies.
What would be the worst thing that would? Okay, let's assume the seal population got out of control. Why would that
worst thing
be?
that's gonna
Like,
happen.
what's the worst thing that's going to happen?
I'm guessing off the seat of my pants, it's probably got to do with like they're eating all the fish and the
Yeah,
fishermen can't get the
overfishing.
fish.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
you know what I mean? It could be.
Overfishing.
I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
I'm not a
Fuck
fucking.
up the ecosystem.
Just
by
seems really
killing
primitive.
all the- I know, it's terrible.
Yeah. Well, fuck that.
I'm fine.
But if he didn't go to jail, so whatever.
Well, he avoided jail.
If it was like avoiding
Now
jail,
he just
or
has to live with dead baby seals on his
but does it
conscience
matter
for the rest of his life.
If it's a seal, like if it's your job, if you're
they're like little sea dogs. Stop it.
oh well, I don't know about all that. But I
I don't know about all that. Are you going to adopt a seal and have the weight room?
If I could keep a seal in like a pool in the backyard, maybe.
Yeah.
Every day when you come home from work, it's
baby seals matter.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
what else you got?
So in France, apparently they're having.
I'm done with this. I'm just fucking around. Shout out to France.
So they've got a hamster situation going on.
Oh,
apparently,
so club the baby hamsters. I'm with that.
No, they're cute.
No, allegedly. No, I didn't mean that. I was just kidding. Shout out to PETA.
So the corn that they're growing there apparently is messing with the hamsters, and it's causing them to cannibalize their children.
No shit.
So they're having like a hamster die-off situation. They're trying to control the population, like get it back, but they're eating the corn that's growing there, and it's causing them to eat their babies.
Well, hamsters sometimes eat their babies anyway.
Oh, do
like
they?
If they get scared or something, yeah.
Well, apparently at like crazy rates. Like they're eating this corn and then they're eating
the babies.
Yeah.
Step to that. I have a question. What fucking websites are you going to?
Like that cutthole, Steve.
Where are you finding these?
Dude, it's fucked up news, man. I'm just doing my job.
Wow.
Is that not fucked up?
No, it is fucked up.
That is fucked up.
But man, that is rough. That is wow. Okay. Well, let's be clear. We are just reporting. We are not condemning
we
it.
would never hurt a baby seal.
Yeah, we were just
or
reporting
a
what's
hamster.
happening out there.
We're just talking about what happened.
Yeah,
exactly.
So okay, well, shout out to you. Fuck the cunt. I appreciate you. You knocked it out the park once again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to do it for us this week.
I'm fine.
But Super Bowl this weekend. That's exciting. We're going to be
sports.
We're going to be we're going to be filming a video over here at the new Lo Mein Labs. Watching the
double sports.
Hopefully, El Boogie will be passed out by 12:30 p.m. and we can.
You're too old for this shit.
We can
Like
get
that cutthole, Steve.
Not the best day drinker, El Boogie. She's allegedly.
I just needed to take a nap. I just took a nap and I was fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
5-year-olds need naps too. So.
And old ladies.
That's part of being older. You gotta get your naps in.
No, that's true. And you have to.
It comes full circle.
Yeah.
We're getting older. The getting older crew.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
GOC. We out here.
We out here.
Follow us on Instagram at EYL_radio. Hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/FYourLifeRadio. You can always, if you have any questions, comment, concerns, hit us up on there. We have an email address that Soy Sauce Boss does not want us to say publicly. Real EYLradio@gmail.com. Because nobody emails. I get what he's saying. He says no one emails, but
Like that cutthole, Steve.
we got an email, but we're going to save that for next week or possibly the week after. I'm not sure yet.
Like that cutthole,
Just don't
Steve.
know if we're gonna have enough time.
Yeah.
Not enough time in the bowl.
Well, yeah, exactly.
We got a lot. There's a lot of time in the bowl. And we're not talking about fucking spices either, by the way. Fucking shout out to the
No,
fucking
they're in the
spice sauce
cupboard.
boss and shit.
In the spice cupboard.
I'm fine.
Anyways, other than that, I would say fuck. Oh, shout out Run the Jewels coming through. Yeah, all that shit. Other than that, fucking just I don't know. Don't die.
I burn eternal.
No.
Journal.
Yeah.
I don't stay bottle when I face it's murder. Look into my eyes, see a cold young hustler, a tormented soul, and a bad motherfucker run the streets of West shit to rocks from South Hill. Here's some dirt. Don't ask, don't tell on the rough arm. She right behind me, got a pit, 2 fists, and a 9 beside me.
You are tuned into F Your Life Radio Podcast. Your mom would not approve.
Rap career.